Welcome to Peaches and Cream, y'all. Today, I am so excited to share this recipe with y'all. It's one of my family's all-time favorites. It is my mama's famous cookie recipe. I don't know exactly what to call these cookies, but they are absolutely divine. My mom has actually been making these ever since I can remember, honestly. And everyone who tries them always wants the recipe. So here goes. I'm going to share it with y'all. We're going to start out with 1 cup. That's 226 grams of room temperature butter. Make sure that the butter is not cold, and also you don't want it to be melted or the cookies will spread too much. We're going to also add 1 cup, that's 220 grams of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, that's 225 grams, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. By the way, all the ingredients and measurements will be listed in the description box. Alright, so now I'm going to add 2 large eggs, one at a time, beating well after each addition. Now I'm using an electric mixer today. You don't have to, you can just do this by hand with a spatula or a spoon. You just want to make sure that it gets mixed really well and there are no lumps of butter or sugar in the mixture. Alright, so now I'm going to add the dry ingredients. I'm going to start out with the flour. Add 3 cups, that's 390 grams of regular all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Mix this together well until it's almost completely incorporated. You don't want to overmix it at this point. You're going to be adding other ingredients in now, and you can have a few streaks of flour. It's just fine. Alright, so now we're going to add 1 cup of shredded coconut, that's 120 grams, 2.5 cups of rolled oats, which is 215 grams, and 1 cup of chopped almonds, which is 130 grams. We're just going to mix this together, and then we're going to add our chocolate chips. I like to use bittersweet chocolate chips. I just think that the balance of flavor with a sweet cookie is just perfect when using bittersweet chocolate chips. The amount is really up to you. Some people like more chocolate in their cookie and some people like a little less. It depends on what you feel is the star of the show in a cookie. When your dough is completely mixed, then drop the dough by about 2 tablespoonfuls on parchment-lined baking sheets. You want to make sure that there's about 2 inches of space between each cookie so that when they bake, they don't spread together. Now you can bake them up just like this, or you can pop them in the freezer for about 10 minutes until the dough has firmed up completely. That's what I like to do. It makes the cookies have a better shape. They're a little chubbier. And it also makes them chewier. But if you don't have time, you can skip this step and just bake them off right away. Just be aware they'll be a little bit flatter. I like to form all of the dough into dough balls and then freeze all of the dough balls, put them all in a large Ziploc bag and just pull out like a few cookies at a time and bake them up from frozen. Like the frozen dough balls, just place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet and toss them in a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes and they're done. And they should be a light golden brown and the center should still seem really doughy. They shouldn't seem completely done as soon as you pull them out of the oven because they'll continue to cook as they sit on the pan. Let them sit on the pan for about 5 minutes until they've cooled down a little bit and then remove them to a wire rack to cool completely. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more recipes. Thanks for watching.